So it exceeded your expectations, Helen.
Yes, because I think that I wasn't too sure what to expect, and I knew that I really enjoyed what you wrote in Chatty's diary, Toby's diary. I really enjoyed what you did in the videos. But I thought I would never ever be able to get any idea of where you were coming from. But that whole thing for me of going past the coiled up pipe and having a technique to deal with it. It's like you open up a window, isn't it?
It is. You've had a light bulb moment.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Yes. And I when you say, "Oh, ridden over to Alport," oh my gosh, you rode over to Alport. I could never do that.
Yeah. There we are. You see.
And then through and it just.
Yeah. Well, I think
That's right.
tomorrow. So.
Just doing it.
Yeah,
but in addition to wanting to do the next one, I'd really, really love you to do a husband's course.
A husband's course, right. And what? I'm quite happy to do a husband's course. Thanks, Annie. If you tell me what you'd like your husband to get out of it,
Yeah.
I can just sort of design it in my mind, to fulfil that. I want you to tell me how you got on with that little task, and that was to have a focus on what you were going to ask the horse to do and send the horse the picture of what you were going to get it to do. So we'll go one at a time, and we'll go clockwise. We'll start with you're sitting in the wrong place, aren't you? So what did you center the thought as you were entering the box, or did you enter the box and then think, what am I going to do?
No, I had a very clear idea what I wanted, which was to simply turn her back the quarter turn so that she was back facing how she was when she'd chosen Red to stand by herself.
Right, well that's a good one.
So maybe cheating, I thought she'll be comfy in that position. So,
Yeah.
maybe a little easier. So that was what I had in my mind, is that I'd walk in and she'd turn her head and we'd move over. So I put my hand on the head collar. So what I found really hard was that I got the hand on the head collar and she didn't kind of turn. So I waited and I took it calmly and I thought, stand up, because she was resting that back leg, just going to stand up and now you're going to move over. That's it, you're just going to move over. And she moved. She just went.
Wow, that's big, isn't it?
Mm.
It was fantastic.
So you've had proof to yourself that you can do it. Well done.
Yeah, but I had to verbalise it. I find it really
doesn't
hard to get
matter.
a picture.
Doesn't matter. You can use, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. But you can use words. I mean, we train our horses, verbally as well, which you probably read about. So yeah, really well done. Right, Karen.
Mine sounds a bit silly, but sort of went in. I thought I'd like her to pay attention to me and wonder why I'm here and turn to me, because she was so interested in her hay net. And so I just stood and looked at her and stood quietly, and she did. She turned to me, which was quite nice.
Away from her hay.
Away from her hay for a few seconds. Then I thought I would try to turn her, but I tried the visualising it, which didn't really work. But just a gentle pressure, not with my other pony, normally a shoulders in, this is very gentle. She did move, but I didn't succeed in just thinking it, and she turned.
Well, it doesn't always work, just thinking it, and it doesn't. And touch is fully acceptable. But what I was trying to get across to you was you don't have to sort of like push them over. If you're having to push them over, it's because they're not expecting anybody to tune into them, so they're not in that place. Now, after the course, probably if you went back to your old horse and started fine-tuning the responses, you'd find that you actually didn't have to push.